It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Milwaukee, where the Bucks will be going up against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, this game will be a big challenge. Facing one of the top teams in the league, they'll need to be at their best to win it. And the Milwaukee Bucks, plenty of exciting young talent, a superstar in the making. Shaq, they're definitely on the rise.
Yeah, Ernie, they've drafted pretty well, willing to gamble on potential. Great job developing a young core. Proud of these guys.
Well, it's not easy. This is a smaller market team, Ernie, and, to be honest, it's not a vacation destination location. It's not a place where kids are doing in the summertime.
What are you talking about?
The Bucks have done it the right way.
Ernie's from the mean streets of Milwaukee.
That's exactly right,
Yeah,
Shaq.
come on,
my
Kenny.
hometown.
When's the last time you went on
It doesn't
vacation?
matter.
Mean streets of Milwaukee.
I didn't ask you that.
It doesn't
When's
matter.
the last time you went on vacation there?
Well,
I
he
did
can't.
not
He
go on
works.
vacation there.
He works,
Thank you.
Kenny.
He's
I
not
grew
going.
up there.
It's a difference. That's
Raised
my
there.
point.
Milwaukee, North 68th Street.
We're
Shout
not
out.
saying.
It made you who you are.
Yeah, here's Kevin Harlan with the call.
It's an Eastern Conference battle here in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court advantage. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And the Bulls looking for a positive start here on their road trip. Well, they know they have their work cut out for them here tonight and during a stretch of games facing a lot of talented teams.
And it's going to be a tough stretch of games here coming up. I know they're excited for it, and it's going to serve as a real benchmark for this group to find out exactly where they are in this league.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Bucks' first All-Star since Michael Redd back in 2004. Now, the lefty Redd said, "I've never seen anybody like him. It's almost like he's from another planet. It won't be hard for him to attract talent here. I just want a ring when they get a ring." Kevin?
And the Bucks just one title back in 1971. DA, thank you. Here at the midway point, what we begin to realize now, there were some underrated pickups in the offseason that are showing what they can do.
Yeah, these are the kind of moves where at the end of the year you start thinking about candidates for executive of the year because they've plugged some holes. They've had an acquisition that's made their bench deeper, and we start to see in an 82-game season that maybe in the 55th to 57th games, a pickup like that is helping them win ball games. This is where those guys earn their money, the general manager.
Not wholesale changes. Just one guy can change a team slightly, and that nuance pays off.
Oh, anything subtle like that, that's where really you tip your hat to the general managers who understood that at some point during the year, we're going to lean on this player.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine and Parker are the wings. Carter out there with Robin Lopez. And it's done in at the point guard. And yes, it's good.
Mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive and right now stringing some plays together.
Dellavedova finds Henson. It's Brogdon on the wing. Inside, stolen by Carter. Levine passes to Dunn. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova. Here's Milwaukee now. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Well, most of the time, guys come off the bench and just try to stabilize. Tonight, they got some serious points, and when you're on the road, it gives you unanticipated advantages.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Well, the fans happy to see Jabari Parker healthy and doing what he does best. Brent, talk about what makes him, in your opinion, so special.
Well, just how many comebacks he's had and just how much fortitude he's shown so far in the early part of his career. Lots of comparisons early on to Melo and to Grant Hill, and he's capable of carrying a team offensively. Just nice to see him on the floor.
Free throw good by Parker.
Well, the Bucks, this is a franchise that for a long time just was treading water and chasing after a 7th or an 8th seed on the back end of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Not so much anymore. With Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the charge, the opportunity for the Bucks to do some damage in the playoffs is here.
And there's always pressure when you have a superstar player, Brent. And the Bucks are trying to capitalize on that window right now.
And I think Giannis, even though he's young, understands that great players are judged on how far they can push their teams. What type of postseason success can the Milwaukee Bucks have around what it is that Giannis can bring to the table? He wants to retire in a Bucks uniform. He's said that before, but winning makes that decision a lot easier. And maybe with the coaching change, they'll get there.
So it's Chicago now. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks, that one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
And the Bucks making a change here. Gay's checked in. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Done outside. Clock at 6. The shot comes out, and Milwaukee the other way now. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, a great job by Brogdon there. Terrific at shooting off the dribble and finding some balance.
Levine kicks to Lopez. Carter outside. Parker looking around. And again, Chicago. No good. Brogdon against Dunn. Dellavedova finds Brogdon. That's tipped. Back to Dellavedova. Fires for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Good handle from Dellavedova. Just shifts around a little bit to create some room.
Bulls trail by 4. Dunn passes to Lopez. Parker against Gay. And Parker, here we go. They need this. And he comes up with the deuce. Parker's got 5 points so far.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Dellavedova kicks to Aldridge. Gay outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Carter dishes to Dunn. Lopez with the ball. And it's Henson picking him up. Parker's shot is off.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. And they dodged the bullet there.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Chicago.
And don't want to be careless around any point guard in the league. This time it's Brogdon, and he's capable of drawing that foul.
2 shots.
Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick. He won the Rookie of the Year in 2017. And maybe we shouldn't have been surprised at all. In Virginia, he was the ACC Player of the Year and the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Solid foundation coming into the league.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Brogdon, only the 4th player in NBA history, Brent, to shoot over 40% from long range in his first season in the league.
Well, he adapted pretty quickly to the step back and longer distance of the NBA three-point line. He was also smart enough to be selective with it. Had a tremendous year.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 4. He kicks to Carter. Outside, Levine. And the Bulls with another miss. Here's Milwaukee now. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Dunn with it. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
I felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat. And you can tell, takes pride in that part of the game.
Dellavedova with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn. It's Gay with the drive. Not enough on that one as it misses. Bulls have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Dunn looking over the floor. Parker outside. Carter, the pass to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Gay. And Brogdon with a clear path to the rack. It's good. Brogdon's got 7.
Good instinct shown there by Rudy Gay, using some of his street smarts. Can't afford to be careless with the ball around him.
Dunn kicks to Lopez. Out to the right wing. That's a 2 from Parker. Again, Chicago.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Now here is Dellavedova. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. They just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Down low. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Just 2 to shoot. New 24 for Milwaukee. That shot off the mark. And Parker, here we go. And stolen by Gay. Passes it to Brogdon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Bucks second.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
The Bucks making a switch here. Ilyasovas checked in. Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. Good on both. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. That he has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Now here's Parker. He has 7.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Gay. 3-point lead. Dellavedova kicks to Brogdon. The Bucks working the ball around. Aldridge, the pass to Brogdon. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 11 points.
Well, everything in sync right now for Brogdon. Nice base, good timing, good release.
And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasovas. That's his first foul. Tony Snell's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. Then for the Bulls, Felicia's checked in for Carter. Valentine comes in for Parker. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Chris Dunn. And Chicago has possession. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Portis. And here's Holiday. Aldridge is covering. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Holiday, no good. Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. To the inside, stolen by Levine. Now the pass to Valentine. And the Bulls with another miss. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Holiday. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And to give a ton of credit to the screener there, that was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Shooting guard Tony Snell, Brent, breaking through as a start of the last couple seasons with the Bucks.
Finally got a long-term contract so he can settle into having a long career in this league. And I think last year handled himself well between being a starter, then coming off the bench, and just being asked to get out there and knock down some threes along with playing some solid defense.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Here's Levine, 5 points in the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Unloads. They get it back. Felicio. The shot off that time.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bulls trail by 8. Holiday looking over the floor. Kicks to Valentine. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? That shot misses. Nice D from Aldridge. Bucks leading by 8. Pass to Connaughton. Back to Snell. Felicio with a rebound.
It is so tough to make those kind of shots with the defense draped all over you.
And Holiday, here we go. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Bucks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Passes it to Aldridge. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Levine. A stupendous finish in traffic. And now just a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the length.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
Now here is Aldridge. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
Levine inside the 3-point line. Misses off the right iron. Bucks leading by 4. Here's Connaughton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Over Holiday. And that one's good from Connaughton. And here's Levine. Over to the wing. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. 5 to shoot. From deep 3-point range. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
All right, a moment to see the stats for Ilyasova. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 6 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Back to Levine. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down. Zach LaVine, a high riser, the two-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Levine. And from everything you hear, Levine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
Now here is Aldridge. Good on the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 7.
They're such a threat to score from mid-range, but on the inside can do some damage as well.
Valentine kicks to Levine. And he banks in the layup. Levine's got 12.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Connaughton passes to Ilyasova. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls, trailing by 5. Pass to Portis. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. There's the pass to Valentine. 5 on the clock. From deep. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. There's 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. Kicks it to Aldridge. 4 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in. 6 points for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 10 player with his skill set and physical tools, Greg. He can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Bobby Portis. Also, Valentine out there. And it's Felicio in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Holiday. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Tries a 3, bangs home the trifecta. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And doing their best to maximize possessions, just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's guarded closely. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just all the physical advantages that Giannis has really present a tough challenge for the defense down there.
Outside Portis. He dishes it to Levine. Pass to Felicio. 6 to shoot. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Milwaukee leading by 10. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Getting open in the NBA, not an easy task, and there are a lot of players that are so good moving off the ball.
I think the first couple guys that come to mind are J.J. Redick and Kyle Korver. Old school style in which they operate like a Rip Hamilton. And if you go back, Mitch Richmond, where they're using a multitude of screens, seemingly never stopping during an offensive possession and causing some kind of confusion. So J.J. and Kyle Korver are still doing exemplary jobs of off-ball movement.
DiVincenzo, a huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Here's Dunn, and Henson sends it back.
Well, Henson's an explosive leaper and really active on that play.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Bulls trail by 14. Picked him clean. It's 2-on-1. Here's Connaughton. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Connaughton's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, but they didn't roll over in that game. Had a good chance still to pull out the victory. Just couldn't come through in crunch time.
Yeah, it was not disastrous. They did have some very good stretches in that game, but they just could not sustain it for as long as they needed.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Done outside. Parker with no one around, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
And then Carter with the dunk.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Gay, that's a 2-pointer, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Gay's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, a big reason why Dellavedova is out there is because he can see who's available.
Now, Valentine. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4.
That's his second personal foul.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Dellavedova finds Henson. Now Brogdon. Wants to get it to Dellavedova and does. Passes it to Henson. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Rudy Gay on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Yep, it counts.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Parker against Antetokounmpo. Here's Dellavedova. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Denzel Valentine.
The Australian-born Matthew Dellavedova, another success story from the land down under.
2 shots.
Two.
First one falls for him. Matthew Dellavedova won a title with the Cleveland Cavs back in 2016. The Australian, one of the league's high-effort players, certainly, Brent, a motor that does not stop.
They always talk about just how scrappy he is, willing to get out there and compete and do the dirty work. That's where Delly ends up paying off the most. Guys like him help establish a really good culture of hard work and competitiveness.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. It's an 18-point game. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Lopez kicks to Parker. Gay with no one around. Off target with his 3. Bulls trail by 20. Here's Dunn. And the basket is good.
And Dunn is spectacular, seeking contact and getting it. He just absorbs the hit, yet still able to finish.
Gay outside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Dunn outside. Parker outside. That's tipped. The shot's good from Lopez.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping Giannis on a drive like that. He just takes off and one stride gets by everybody.
Chicago calls timeout. Brent, we're seeing shorter training camps. I don't know if it adds to injuries or takes away from injuries with fresher bodies. What do you think about that whole philosophy?
I believe that the shorter training camp did lead itself and lend itself to more injuries last year. And one of the things that I'm concerned with, Kevin, just on a physiological level for players is that what they are doing to prepare themselves for the season as an individual player, working on your weaknesses and doing those sort of things, is not the same as getting into training camp and preparing yourself for your stamina, your endurance, and your wind. And I wonder if there will be some moves in the next couple seasons about trying to get off the individual training and get back to more of the endurance stamina training so that these little injuries are just not part of a season in the future.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you in transition. He's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
And they pick up 2.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Lopez against Henson. Now here's Dunn, guarded closely. Valentine with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And here's Gay outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
Parker outside. Feeds it to Carter, and Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Milwaukee. Justin Holiday's checked in for Chicago. Parker passes to Lopez. Carter kicks to Dunn. Shot clock at 5. To stop the run. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
Gotta put some pressure on Dunn when he's squaring up from outside. Just an exceptional score.
Antetokounmpo finds Gay. And here's Brogdon from the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Dunn outside. Dishes it to Lopez. Now here's Parker. He had 25 points last game. Here's Carter. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Carter's got 4 points this quarter. Bucks leading by 18. Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Poked loose. Dunn outside. And it's off from 3-point range. Holiday against Brogdon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Chris Dunn taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
And Greg, you look at Dunn, it can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
A great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely.
And he makes the first.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Some changes for Chicago. Felicio's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Carter. And Levine subbed in for Dunn. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, Brogdon being the Rookie of the Year and coming in and doing a great job for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a guy who could play either guard position and has a great mentality and great poise as a point guard.
Levine passes to Parker. No good from outside.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Kept alive. Pass to Aldridge. It's Brogdon on the wing. Over Holiday. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Bulls trail by 20. Here's Levine. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio. Felicio kicks to Parker. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
There's that length and anticipation. Hard to get the ball over Aldridge in that scenario.
Antetokounmpo. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill. And I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Got a piece of it. Felicio, the pass to Holiday. To halt the run, it's good.
Justin Holiday.
30 seconds left in the first half. There's the pass to Snell. Antetokounmpo up top. And he drops in the way up off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 22 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Levine kicks to Parker. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active, everybody's covering for each other, and we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 22 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You know the Greek Freak. Every year, he seems to take a step forward. The shot looks better, his body is filled out, and he can bang inside whenever he wants to. But what really impressed me in the first half was his leadership. And he controlled the game, and he controlled his teammates.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the buildings of downtown reflecting off the gentle waters of beautiful Lake Michigan. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Aldridge out there with John Henson. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Stolen by Brogdon. Lays it in off the breakaway. Brogdon's got the first basket of the third quarter for Milwaukee.
6'10" wingspan of Brogdon. That's a big, big help, especially when he's going after some of those steals.
Carter kicks to Lopez. Out to the right wing. Parker finds Levine. Shoots over Brogdon. Milwaukee with the rebound. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And it's Dellavedova missing.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but, man, that's an easy shot.
Levine dishes to Dunn. Parker outside. Clock at 6. Stolen by Henson. And here is Dellavedova. 5 points in the game. Pass to Brogdon. He kicks it to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Plays it up and banks it in. Aldridge has got 8 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Dunn passes to Carter. On the wing, Levine, defended by Dellavedova. Parker's shot is off.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Bulls shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Brogdon against Dunn. Parker outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And it's now 26 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chicago calls timeout.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Let's take a second now to view the top pickpockets in the NBA. Chris Dunn on top. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
When you've got those 2 guys out there, both with such quick hands, one hiccup by a ball handler, and they're off to the races.
Dunn kicks to Carter. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Brogdon. Outside, Levine. 6 on the shot clock. That one's not going to go. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Levine. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. He averages about 5 points a game. With the putback. It's good on the putback.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Kicks to Carter. Parker outside. And stolen by Aldridge. An even 3-on-3 break. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. The quick look, no good that time.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. That's a shot that you want to take.
Carter dishes to Parker. Jacks up a 3. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, if they had an edge at halftime, they might have lost it, beginning this half 1 of 5.
Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Valentine's checked in, and there it is for him. And that's now 28 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
Rudy Gay's checked in for John Henson.
Shooting 1.
The free throw drops in for Dunn.
And Dunn does a little bit of everything out there. Scores the ball, distributes it well, and also pounds the glass aggressively.
Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
I have to admire how Dunn draws these fouls. Just a master at fooling whoever is on it.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Milwaukee's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Here's a look now at what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons.
And for that game against the Warriors, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. 2 of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
And he can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss, and they have no idea how to contain him.
Dunn passes to Carter. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Bucks on defense. Outside, Levine. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Levine's got 16.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Count the basket. 18 points for Zach LaVine.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dellavedova scanning the floor. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Portis, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton, 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Outside, Levine.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
The line for 2.
Free throw good, Levine. Justin Holiday's checked in for Chicago. And so Levine nails both of them. Do you see a lot of player tampering right now in the NBA?
Well, how do you define it, Kevin?
Well, if a player wants to go out and recruit other players that may be under contract with another team.
I see that a lot then, Kevin. I mean, it happens all the time. Players talking about what are you thinking about doing and about, wow, don't you think this would be great if we could get together on the floor in 2021? Let's try to.
But management doing it is a completely different animal.
Management cannot do it, although some teams have walked that tightrope a little bit to the point where they've fallen off in recent years. But the idea of players not ever talking to one another about the potential of being together.
Come on,
Truth shots.
right?
It's always
Truth
happening.
shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Each year we get to see Giannis come back from a summer and what he's done to up his game. Get a little bit stronger in the weight room, be a little bit better ball handler, play a little bit more aggressively. The guy's competing to be one of the best players in the business.
The Bulls making a switch here. Felicio's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, the Bucks with the superstar talent in Giannis Antetokounmpo, the critical decision this summer for selecting a new coach came down to a very qualified one in Mike Budenholzer. And with all the options out there, 9 coaching changes, I think that Bud saw the opportunity in Milwaukee as being a great one to push this team a little bit forward. The talent on the roster, tantalizing enough for him to head to Milwaukee after his stint in Atlanta.
Back to Levine. And he banks in the layup. Levine's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Shoots. And another basket for Milwaukee. And Mike Budenholzer, the 2015 Coach of the Year. 4 titles, Brent, as an assistant in San Antonio. How do you like the fit for him now in Milwaukee?
Well, I think that the players are going to really enjoy the attention to detail that Coach Bud and his entire staff who are coming with him will put into place. There's an efficiency with which they'll get the work done, and they're going to have to be thinking on their feet, learning a new offense and some things fundamentally on defense that he'll get them excited about.
Outside Portis. Here's Felicio.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Here's Levine. He's got 22. To the paint. Felicio, no good.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
And it's Connaughton missing. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Chicago. Right side, Levine. To the wing right side. Outside, Holiday. Passes to Felicio. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's just too easy, too big, too far inside, and that's as simple as it gets.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Tony Snell comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Brogdon subbed in for Pat Connaughton. And that one misses.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
They get it again. Out to the right wing. Gay against Portis. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. The Bucks making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in, and the Bulls making a change here as well. Jabari Parker's checked in for Felicio. Levine against Gay. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple.
He can't make a thing out there right now, guys. If he keeps this up, don't be surprised if his team gives up this lead.
Parker kicks to Levine. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Nice open look, but it's no good. Milwaukee's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Now here's Levine. Defended by Dellavedova, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And here are the Bulls now. Parker kicks to Holiday. Shoots over Brogdon, and again, no good by Chicago. Justin Holiday, the older brother of Drew Holiday, stints in the G League and abroad, but Greg, he has solidified himself as an NBA player.
Yeah, standing at 6'7" with that 7-foot wingspan. Every team in the league wants long, versatile wings with shooting, and this young man fits the bill.
4 on the shot clock. That one good for 2. Holiday's got 6. 1:27 left to play in the third. Now here is Dellavedova. He's covered closely, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Levine. He's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging 25 points per, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Valentine passes to Holiday. And the jam by Levine.
And I don't know if there's anybody who can match Levine when it comes to the art of the dunk. He is a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Rudy Gay on the wing. Over Parker. And that one's good by Gay. Gay's got 4 this quarter. And so here is Chicago. Pass to Valentine. The pass to Parker. Kick out to Levine. Over Gay. Levine can't hit. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's Gay on the way. Covered by Parker. Gay finds Dellavedova. Here's Snell. Back to Dellavedova. Gay outside. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Milwaukee on top, opening up a huge gap. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So the Bulls 5 right now. Robin Lopez out there with Portis. Then there's Parker. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. The Bulls shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Levine kicks to Portis. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Brogdon against Holiday. Now Dellavedova. He kicks it to Snell. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got assist number 5 here tonight.
I like that recognition. Effortlessly getting his teammate the ball in a spot where he knows he can do something with it.
Tipped away. Lopez outside. Parker outside. Rebound collected by Snell.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Aldridge, the pass to Henson. Here's Dellavedova, makes it off the glass.
Well, Dellavedova playing tough out there, and he doesn't let the defense sway him one bit.
Levine finds Portis. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Snell, covered by Parker. Pass to Brogdon. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
Not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain's
to figure out where they are. Exactly.
Where is this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Blakeney. He's covered by Brown. Lopez kicks to Payne. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. Snell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Henson with it. The dish now to Snell. Takes a 3. But they recover it. Wilson kicks to Snell. Out to the right wing. DiVincenzo. Payne grabs the board. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. Passes it to Lopez. Back to Payne. Ashik with it. Pass to Hutchison. To end the cold streak. And again, no good by Chicago. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Shoots from 12. That one, no good. Good D by Lopez. For Chicago, they've gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the 4th quarter underway. Blakeney kicks to Payne. The pass to Blakeney. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Outside Wilson. Brett, they're always trying to make the All-Star game itself more competitive. Is that an important thing to do?
I don't think overall it's important to do it, Kevin. I mean, it is an exhibition, but I do like the attentiveness of the players over the past couple years talking about how it is they want to approach the game. It ends up being a high-scoring affair with a lot of highlights, but overall, it's not the most important thing for the weekend.
Here's Hutchison. Count that one. Bucks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. DiVincenzo. Sweet little floater.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
And Chicago has possession. Payne passes to Blakeney. Payne looking around. Shoots from the baseline. Lopez, no luck. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Shots good by Wilson.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Now, that's the attack mindset with which they entered the game with, and I wouldn't expect them to let up now.
Hutchison passes to Ashik. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
This is the second year with the sponsored patches on the jersey, advertising more or less. Have you gotten used to seeing those things?
Yeah, I think it was no problem last year.
They're small, they're unintrusive,
some
right?
teams did some really cool creative things with the color schemes, and I don't think we've seen the last of that, Kevin.
We see it in European games on their jerseys.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to recognize the number with how many advertisements are on the jerseys.
But billboard.
Yeah, I don't think we're done with it yet.
Six on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Wilson. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Now working the angles there, geometry class in session. Nice dish for the open look.
Here's Hutchison. And the foul on John Henson. That is his first foul of the game. Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Blakeney. And the Bulls with another miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And stolen by Payne. Pass to Blakeney. Trying to find Ashik. Gets it to him. Over Wilson. Ashik with the bucket. Ashik's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a high-quality look for Ashik, taking his time and coming away with the deuce.
Here's Connaughton. To the inside. Stolen by Ashik. Hutchison passes to Payne. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, he talks so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Well, we know that Dr. James Naismith came up with the idea when he was teaching at the YMCA. But as far as skill development, Brent, some feel that maybe in the skill category that the USA has fallen behind a little bit. Do you agree?
I think what the United States is doing on that level between your late grade school years and AAU programs in particular and your high school years, that they're trying to address this issue and get ahead of it a little bit. For years, there was a 10-year or 15-year gap about European players being schooled and being in institutions where they were basically young professionals from the age of 12 to 14, having school in basketball and being at a facility for just those things specifically. The last few years, there's been a lot of concern with players being more adept and more skilled here in the States. The change is coming.
Here's Blakeney. 5 on the clock. Passes it to Payne. From deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Milwaukee ball.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Dishes to Henson. It's tipped. Here's Hutchison. And it's Payne in the corner. Bulls moving the ball around. Pass to Hutchison for the three. The rebound by the Bucks. Ilyasova's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The league and players union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. You like that?
I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues with which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there are so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work. But the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing, there's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the communities in which they live in and around the game with which we all love.
Well said. The Bucks making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. No good. Shot missing. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Now here's Levine. He's guarded closely.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
The pass to Snell. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Connaughton. From the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Connaughton's got 6 in the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Milwaukee.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, he really contributed down there on the offensive end. Seemed like he was hitting anything he was putting up.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Outside Holiday. The three-pointer, no good. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Dellavedova kicks to Henson. Passes it to Snell. Now here is Dellavedova. It's tipped. Here's Connaughton. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
LaMarcus, this was a good win for the team. What was the most important element to the team in a game like this?
Just playing with energy. I think guys play with energy. I think guys play with passion tonight, and we just got just win games right now.
Congratulations, LaMarcus. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.